Welcome everybody to Sword Fighter Simulator. I have been playing this game for about 4 or 5 days with my son. He got me into it this last weekend. I just can't get off of Roblox, man. I don't know what I'm going to do. But this game so far has actually been a lot of fun this week. Probably my new favorite game besides Giant Simulator. It is, yes, it's a clicker simulator, but it has a lot of different features that I really enjoy. And I'm going to break them down in different chapters in this video, so I make it clean and easy for you to skip around if you want to go back and check. I'm going to cover weapons, pets, these little relics, the dungeons, the boss fights, and upgrades, as well as the different zones and how the mechanics of every part of this game works. So to become a noob to pro in this game, it took me about 3 days to get to the best zone. At this morning at 9 a.m. my time, Pacific time, they just updated the game. Added a new zone, got some more great stuff, and even a little bonus guy. And I'm going to get to all that in just a second. The first thing I'll talk about is quests. Go over to Farmer Steve, get the quest for killing a goblin, take out a goblin, turn the quest into Farmer Steve, he gives you a little reward, he gives you another quest. When you have completed all the quests for this whole zone, they take you from one step to the next. I'm not going to go through the details, but you get the idea. They give you a 10% permanent power bonus. What is power, you might ask? It's this little blue flame down here. That shows how much total power you have currently, and your weapons, your pets, and all kinds of different multipliers will contribute towards how fast you gain power. And as you gain power, you continually keep swinging at that rate of damage. So if you save up your power and accumulate it, you're going to do way more damage than if you start from scratch. You go through this zone, you finish up, you get to this portal up here. I'll talk about this portal in a second. I just got the 1% Ardite. You get to the Skull Cove, you need 500,000 coins to get to that zone. Once you go there, you push E and you go through the zone, and welcome to the second zone. There are upgrades. You can upgrade your power, your max storage, your walk speed, critical chance, and critical damage. Oh yeah, just got a mythic of the Blue Steel Beast. It's just a base mythic, it's not shiny or celestial. Speaking of which, let's go take a quick look at the pets and how they work. At the main area, there's the simple weak egg, strong egg, and every area has eggs as usual in most games. The pets are shown here. You can equip up to 3 to begin. When you get your index for pets, the pet has an index as well. So when you get this up to 15, I believe, you get plus 1 extra pet. So if you're free to play, you'll be able to equip 4 pets at that point. Then it's just a bunch of pet storage after that. There might be something better on a higher tier, but I haven't gotten there yet. If you look at your stats, you'll see your total pet multiplier. Mine just went up significantly with that pet. When you're in a zone, you can turn off the ones you don't want. In this case, all of them suck, so I don't need any of them. I already have them all. That way you're not filling your bags with useless pets that you don't want. In the dungeons, there is, if you do the quests for the dungeons, you can get 1 extra pet. So if you're free to play, you'll be able to get 2 pets at once. And there's the store, the boost, that allows you to equip more pets by 3, fast open, and multi-open. 3 eggs instead of 1. So now I'm opening 4 because I've got that quest done in the dungeon. But you can go to the Skull Cove, and you can upgrade them to shinies. Takes your call. You choose how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is 100%. Less than that, there's a chance of failing. I like to do 100%. Let's just try this real quick. 50%, this is what happens. You lose your pets if you fail. Oh, I just lost 5 epic pets of the best land. That's kind of a bummer. So you got to pick and choose and make sure you're not wasting your pets. Then, when you've got enough of those, you go to the Aether City, if you've earned it, and you can turn them into Celestials. So it looks like I've got enough of these guys to make a Celestial 100%. It only takes 5 shinies to make a Celestial. So let's take a look now. This guy is now Celestial. He's 4.5. Equip my best. Oh, see? He's tied with my 3rd best pet right now. So it was totally worth doing that. I'm going to go back and get a couple more, but that's how pets work. There are also little mini obbies in this game. To earn the raid tickets to enter these portals and do the boss fights, you need to complete these little obbies. And that little circle, the yellow circle over there, is a raid ticket. So you get to go over this, you get a raid ticket, and every 6 hours you can redo these 2 obbies in the Polar Tundra and in the Skull Cove. So I would recommend doing these as often as you're able to. Keep track of the timers. Those raid tickets are nice because they give you the arcane shards for upgrading enchantments on your weapons. You're going to need lots of them over time if you want to get really good. So prepare yourself to do these obbies. I'm not really that good at them, but oh geez, don't run too fast. But this is the second zone, and I finally made it. Got my second raid ticket. Oh, also got a 2-time coin boost for 5 minutes on that one. Nice. For the third obby, I did not realize this was here in the underworld. There's also a nice little obby over here. I don't know if this is new or if I just missed it before, but that's another raid ticket. Sweet. And another 5-minute coin boost. Sweet deal. I like it. I want to see what the portals look like when you do the little raid fights. This is what it does. It glows like this. You do this. It says, are you sure you want to attempt? It's going to cost a raid ticket. You say, confirm. But you get a free raid, I think once a day. So I'm going to do the free one. This is what it looks like, what I was explaining earlier. The 3 platforms with the minions and the boss guy. You hit him you hit him down a quarter, kill these guys, hit him down a quarter again, do it 4 times, and you're done. And you get these juicy little arcane shards. Here we go. I'm just going to show you this raid. The shield goes off, you whack him. Take down the 3 minions, you whack them again, and oops, I did them in a funny order, but doesn't matter. You got like 10 minutes to do it, plenty of time. And there's the victory with 12. The higher area you can do, the better reward, the more shards it gives you. So you definitely want to try to get higher as fast as you can, if that's your goal. While I wait for this raid, the stat tab is pretty handy. It shows your total weapon power, your pet multiplier, damage multiplier. Now that with that new quest guy gave it 10% more damage, it shows that there. Walk speed, crit chance, crit multiplier, total power, coins, eggs open, time played, and rooms reached in those dungeons. Pretty sweet stat tab. I like stats. If you're a nerd like me, you'll love it. Moving on to weapons. Every guy you kill will drop a weapon of some sort. It may be gray, it may be blue, whatnot. There is a weapon index. Click on the index and then go from pets to weapons. And it will show each and every guy in the game and the weapons that they drop. Now, if you have not earned that weapon, it will appear as 3 question marks, like so. Every guy that gets harder gives you a higher percentage chance to drop and better stuff. So, for example, the goblin, once you go to the orc, the old sword, the junky one, drops in percentage. You get to the Dark Knight, they no longer even drop the old sword. They give you better and better with higher percent chances each time along the way. So the hero's guy goes from 6% on the Dark Knight to 17 for the Dark Commander. And then they have a chance to drop mythicals and even secret weapons. Or just a higher level mythical. I'm not sure what that is because I haven't got it yet. So Oni has a chance as you go up in the game. There's another feature here. If you just don't want these junky ones to drop, click it off. Click it off, click it off, click it off. I don't want any of that junk. I'm way beyond this area. I don't even want that. You can basically click off so you never get anything in these areas. I don't even want the glitch, to be honest. I would want that just to earn it for my index. But other than that, none of this stuff is mattering anymore. I want that. Anything I have not gotten, I want. So I'm so far now. But this is a really nice feature so you don't fill up your bag space with stuff you don't want. However, when you get to the high zones, or the highest zone that you're at, which in my case is the best zone, the Enchanted Woods, the new area, I want to make sure that I get every single thing to drop. And here's why. Even the Wood Slasher, this junky weapon here, the sword Silver Slicer, you sell them for money. 250 OC. So they're worth keeping on the zone that you're at because you get a decent amount of money. Now, if you pay for the game passes, or even just the game pass called Magic Drops, Gives you a chance of getting shiny celestial pets from eggs, chance of divine godly weapons from enemies, and a chance of getting enchanted weapons from enemies. First, let's cover enchantments on the weapons. That would be, you have to go to Demon Hill, I believe. Yep, it's to the left at Demon Hill. You come over here, you push E, you pick a weapon. Let's say I want to do the silver slicer that I have, that's whatever, you select it. Then you get these shards from the boss fights that I mentioned earlier, and you do a shard reroll, and I just got sharpness 5, 25% more sword damage. Wow, awesome. I can't argue with that. Sometimes if you're lucky, you'll get 2 enchantments on it, and if you have that game pass like I mentioned, like this one I just got, these ones I just got these on there when they dropped. And here is a really good tip on the weapons. You can multi-sell, which is really handy. You get rid of all of them at once. You can equip the best. You can multi-sell and select all and then only unselect some. So you can sell weapons super fast in this game. But, quick tip. Vial Smasher. Okay, I've got an enchant on this, right? I'm not going to sell it. Now, if I want to keep this enchantment when I do the Divine upgrade, so you can go from Divine to Godly. If you have 5 of the basic ones, you can upgrade. And this one is a Godly. I had 5 of the basic ones and 3 of the Divine ones. With 3 Divine, you get a Godly. If you have an enchantment on the weapon, make sure you're clicking on it when you push the Divine upgrade. It will keep that enchantment on your upgraded weapon. Then you want to do Godly, and you keep this enchantment when you do that. So, very, very important. If you click on this instead of the one with the enchantment, you will lose the enchantment, so don't make that mistake. I just found that out, actually. I just figured it out when I was doing it. That pretty much covers the weapons except for the shards. Over here, to the left of the starter spawn in the Dark Forest. And complete time trials to earn great rewards. You go in here, and there's a little shop. When you beat through some of these, you get these things called Vibrant Shards that you can spend on the shop. You go over to this guy. 2-time coin boost, super luck boost. 2-time power, super luck. Raid tickets for 50, 2 times secret luck boost. So if you want to try to get secrets, that's a really wise one to spend it on, but 75 vibrant shards is a lot. So you come in this little dungeon. Every few minutes, this little power bar comes up, and if you're swinging fast, you can get multiplier up to 2.5 times on Godlike, which is really, really handy extra stuff. Dungeon door has opened. Alright, you go through the portal. Confirm, I'd like to join the dungeon. It does not take anything, free to play can do this. And then it has a timer of 1 minute before you can get in the dungeon. So I gotta wait yet again. In the Demon Hill Zone, when you get about halfway through the Demon Hill Zone, you can get a quest for 25 trillion coins. You can buy a slow auto swing. So for free to play, they have a slow auto swing now, which is so cool that they added that. Props to the devs. And here we are, we're about to jump into our first little time trial dungeon run. As you go through this, the boss fights are every 4 levels, and you will get a relic like this potato. It gives you either gold bonus, a golden damage bonus, power bonus, and multiple combinations. Sometimes it gives you 2 different enchants on it. This is an addition to your weapons and your pets, so you definitely want to, early on, like when you get about halfway through the first zone, you want to try to do one of these. If you can beat the first boss, you might have to ascend a few times, but as soon as you're strong enough, do this, because you want to get a relic as early as possible. As soon as I beat this first boss, I'll show you what the first relic looks like. So, I got a spiked ring, 7.5% damage. See, that's a pretty good deal. Now you can go on this little thing and push E and teleport to the next zone. I think the first one you have to push. You go in here, push E, it opens the next door after the boss fight. In the future, after you kill the boss, you just go on that little stand and push E and it warps you right away to the next zone, so you don't have to open that door every time. It just automatically opens. Make sure you collect all the loot, because you get vibrant shards dropping from these guys. Not on every guy, but you get them a lot. As you get farther, I don't know if they get more frequent or if it's just a random luck, but the vibrant shards are what you use at that shop to buy those upgrades, so they're very important as well. It definitely pays to run these dungeons, these time trial dungeons, frequently, if you have the time. Because for free to play, you can earn a lot of boosts because of it. And there's another one, Silver Band, and 12.5% power. Now, I'm not going to show you this entire dungeon. You get the idea. I might show you the farthest zone that I can get to. This is where you want the run speed bonus on your weapon as an enchant, because getting through the dungeon quickly can, you know, benefit you on your time trials if you want to go fast. Currently there are 6 guys in every room, and there are 28, I believe, rooms, and then it repeats the cycle, and it goes back to goblins from the beginning again. So once you do the loop, it starts going back to the beginning. However, they go up significantly in strength as you go through. So even though you're fighting the same guys again, they're far more powerful than they were the first time you saw. This is where I meet my match. Room 44 right now is about where I cap out. I can beat the boss and I can beat the next room, but I start running out of time. So it takes about 10 minutes for me to go through and get to my max. It's really not that big of a time commitment. So one thing I just learned is apparently they can have a chance of dropping mythics. I've gone through level 32 before and gotten just a regular blue one. So you could potentially get really lucky, and like this one, 300% power, 10% coins, 350% power. If I got a mythic instead, there's even more reason to run dungeons. See, they give you motivation to actually keep doing it in this game. I love that part of it. There are also quests for these dungeons. The Dungeon Master, can you reach level 12? So there's 4 quests. I didn't even see these before, so I'm going to have to do this. A lesser important fact, but still interesting, when you do the dungeons and you come back through another time, your coins and vibrant shards are still on the ground, so if you miss picking up some loot on the first run, anytime you come back through, the loot will still be on the ground. I mean, that's kind of a handy thing. Well, the first quest gives you 10% swing speed. The second quest, 10% permanent power. Good grief. 1 egg open permanent? Reach level 50. Ooh, that's going to be tough. That's the next challenge for me. When you finish all the quests in an area, this is what happens on the last quest. Goodness quest. He takes my special legendary and he gives me money and 10% permanent power bonus. Thank you so much. Why is it doing it again? Okay, perfect. So awesome. I'm done with this area now. Now on to the new area. Enchanted Woods. That 15% bonus damage. I can't wait to kill 1,000 guys. I hope it gives you 20% bonus damage. That makes a huge difference. And they have another new guy in the underworld with another quest. Can you gain 50 kills? Trust me, it'll be worth it. So you need to get 50 kills. And I'm curious to see what he's going to give. Okay, got that done. Let's see what he gives you. Great job, you completed the quest. 10% permanent damage. Sweet. Can you gain 250 kills? Trust me, it'll be worth it. Oh my gosh, he has more. Well, this is a brand new. So definitely hit up the underworld and go to the new quest guy, because I just got 10% damage and who knows what the next quest is going to give. That's fantastic. Okay, let's see what he says now that I got the second quest done. Completed the quest. Yay. 15% permanent damage? Oh my goodness, can you gain 1,000 kills? Holy cow, this is like an endgame guy. Executioner. He's just going to keep giving you bonuses each time. That's amazing. So now there's more endgame content because it's going to take a while to kill 1,000 guys. Since I haven't done it yet, to end this video, I'm going to ascend one more time. Boom, become a destroyer. See, you end up with 0 gold, 0 power. Now, to get my power up, I'm going to equip my potato instead of the damage. And I am just going to sit here and beat on Mr. Cyclops for a long time until I get back up to where I was. So, it's hard to do the Ascension, but once you do, you go up fast. Look at this, I'm already at 2 DC. I'm going to be caught up to where I was in probably just a few minutes. A couple things I really like about this game. The enchants on the weapons are awesome. The random rolls of, you know, there's ways to get really, really great stuff. Especially with that game pass that costs 2,500 Robux. Getting a chance to get celestial drops and enchanted drops and all that. And I really like that endgame content-wise, when you max out to the best area. Just yesterday, this was the best area. Now look how quickly I'm able to kill the pharaohs. I was taking a long time. Now it's a piece of cake. I know there's guys that could do this in one hit, but You feel like there's a really good sense of progression, and there's a lot of luck involved, but there's also a lot of things to do at the end. You can continually ascend, and it's hard to ascend as you get higher and higher, but you get better weapons. You can keep getting better pets. There's like really no limit, I don't think, to the ascensions. I'm not sure how high they go, but I'm not even close yet. So it's fun to have all these different variety of things to do for people that, you know, macro the game, and there's lots of ways to continue to have fun. In conclusion, one of the things I love about this game is how they update every single week. So no matter what, the amount of work you put in, you're going to get rewarded for it. It's awesome. You can get better swords, better pets. You can continuously get better, because it's not like you're going to get all celestial of the shinies, you know, the secrets or whatever. You're not going to be able to get all the best stuff of everything, I don't think, within a week. So there's like infinite potential, and actively playing this game, in my opinion, is actually really fun. The dungeons are fun. They may get a little tedious after a while, but it's fun because it's fun. You see progress all the time, and you keep getting faster and faster at killing these guys until you get to the hardest guy in the zone. Once you can beat him down in 5 hits, it might be a little boring, but it's hard to get there. They made it really hard this time, and you've got only 1 week to do it before the next update. So I like the way they're rolling with speed. I like the amount of things you can get. When you count your inventory, you can get these special relics as well, and they can drop different higher, you know, percentage. Like this is an epic. I could have got a legendary or even a mythic version of these. So, and there's multiple ones that drop. So there's just a lot of playability in this game. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy it and have fun playing this game with me.